Hey guys, today is March the 22nd of 2021, and I'm still researching this Gann wave on the monthly chart. So I decided to test it on different markets, and this is gold futures. As you can see, Gann is very interesting when he writes his courses and manuals and his thoughts. You kind of have to take it from what he says and then explore and venture out. In the example or in his course, he said, take an important low, but that means you can always take an important high. So in this case, I'm taking this high of gold, and I did the 3, 4, which is a 7. So right now, next month will be a reaction point. So it'll be interesting to see if we consolidate sideways, like he said, 2 months, maybe the third pop. And I've seen where the next month just explodes. So there is no consolidation or reaction point. I'm going to show you these in the chart, but I just wanted to show you that gold is interesting where it's at right now using this theory. We're at the 7 marker. So next month will be interesting to see, and looking at this candle, it's undecided, but it could, it could pop. So I'm kind of leaning that it might get a nice pop, but we'll see. Let's go to, another thing also too is that I'm back testing also without the reaction point. So like the next candle that comes in, even if it consolidates for 2 months, I'd start counting from the next one. So I'm back testing that also. Because the last video I did, I showed as an example that when it consolidates, I'm not counting those. And then when it has the explosion at the direction to the upside or the downside, that's when I start counting. So I'm back testing both, because it wasn't really in detail how to go about it, or if it's like a continuous excuse me, count throughout, so it doesn't leave room for interpretation, like what's consolidating or what's not. So I figured I'd just let you know. Let's go to the yes, taking popular markets, very popular markets. And I'm taking this, it's not an all-time low, but I'm just taking the recent low and doing 3 here, doing 4 here. As you can see, it didn't consolidate. It didn't do like a month here and a month here, but he shows that on the course that there's a possibility that those things happen. And if it does, the third month will move higher. In this case, we didn't have a consolidation. We had a 7 count, and then it just boom, explodes. So that's something that happens. I've been seeing that, which is a great way to play it out. If you want to know the big direction, you see, we've been going up, trending up. Chances are in the month of November, we're going to explode. And if you're going to go where the momentum is, it's upward. So you can see that this is a good strategy. I'm still, tossing in my head how to have like a game plan. But the first thing is to experiment, back test, and then just kind of see where you could have like a game plan where you could test this and trade it. But it has to be, on the bigger picture. And then you start, dissecting top down kind of analysis. So you can see right here, we're now into 3. I haven't copied that yet. And then, actually this is supposed to be here. This is a little off, because you restart again. So this is another way too. So it's you had 3, you got 4, 7, no reaction point. You start again, 3, and then this would be 4. Let's copy that. Oh, I got the wrong one. Actually, no. It'll be a 7 somewhere. If it continues going higher. But the one I really wanted to get was this one. Three, 4, 7. So you got 3 up. And if it's trending higher, you got February, March, April, May would be the 4th. And then the 5th will start the new count. We'll see. What else I got? I did crude. Crude is interesting because crude did do a massive important low right here. And you can see crude. We counted 3 right here. Interesting 4. See how interesting that is, how it pans out? We go 3 up, 4 down. Or the 4th will be the swing low. You can see that. Yeah, there's an explosion. So right here next month, it's like, hey, we're going up. We took all this out in one candle. It's obviously going up. So 7. And then right here, we open up in December, explosion up, count 3. And now, kind of like on the undecided doji candle. Kind of looks like the gold, which is inverted to the bottom, which meaning that maybe a correction could be coming up or it could continue going down. We don't know yet. But I'm kind of leaning, maybe it could go down. But as you see, maybe we could have what Gann calls a reaction point. But that's the crude one. And, I could still have it where this is probably going to be going higher. But for now, because, the momentum is to the upside. So maybe it's smart to leave it up. I mean, how far can we go? What, $80? Wow. In this economy right now with the situation and the money, and I wouldn't doubt it, especially if they start reopening up and everybody wants to go out and party and fly and all that. Who knows? But let's leave it positive. CCJ, as you guys know, I did that on CCJ. This was on my video. Man, I'm clogging up here. You guys know that. I did it on URA. Oops. Seven. Perfect. Next candle. Bust out. Explosion. So this is for the patient trader. Wait for the 7 count, and you can see that this looks like the ES, S&P. Exploded to the upside. We got a 3. Now we're working on 4. 4 is somewhere around May. And you got June. You got to see what happens. And then if you could put this together with some seasonals, what happens normally in June, what happens in May, then you can start, painting a picture. This is profitable. I don't know. That's why you call it backtesting. It's called experimenting. And this is where you got to do your homework and then just see what instruments and see how it plays. I started last night doing it on CCJ on the low of $1.07 back in, I forgot what year was that, 2001 maybe? And I started seeing if you could just continue doing this pattern all the way to the high of 56. That probably might be my next video, just so to show you the differences of a continuation. I even did it with the reaction points with the gap and then started the count. You can see how far I went all the way to the high of $56. So anyway, I'm in a 10-minute bracket time zone, so I want to end it quick, but I just wanted to show you some different examples, not just CCJ. Have I done it on uranium royalty? I don't know. Let's see. No, I haven't done it here yet. No. And this is actually a baby. This one just started. So you'll be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can see that right here is the reaction point. So you can either start from here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And since this is a reaction point, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, or you could wait and start it here. This is a reaction point. So again, just said about the reaction point, but it's open air to see where the next count would be if you have this kind of reaction point. So that's why back testing is important. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got to do 1, 2, 3. And maybe if this is counting from this here, it could maybe be a retrace of 3, and then up. And then you kind of coincide this with Elliott wave, and then you kind of see what works and what's not, what doesn't work. Anyway, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you had a great weekend, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on Gann stuff, tricks, analysis, new techniques, and definitely in the uranium sector. Good trading.